Brazil today at the Senior Center. Primarily talk about the Medicare program, but also anything else anybody wants to ask me about, pretty much. And let me give you some baseline facts about where we are with the Medicare program. First of all, let me say this, that no one in Washington, D.C. on either side of the political aisle are talking about changes to Medicare for current seniors or anyone who's near retirement. So Medicare is going to be exactly the same for anyone who's currently on Medicare and most likely age 55 or above. Medicare is not going to change. It's going to be the same. So you don't have any concerns about your Medicare if you're a current recipient. It's not going to change. People on both political parties think that is the correct thing to do, since people depend highly on Medicare. It's one of the most effective and programs, really, that the federal government has ever created for our country. And we all know that my parents, my in-laws, everybody depends on it. So it's very important for current and near retirement seniors who have that in their plans not to have it change. Now that said, let me tell you where Medicare is financially. And this isn't my opinion, this is the Medicare actuaries that came up with this. And if you're interested, if you have the internet, just Google Medicare actuaries and they'll give you the numbers, some of which I'm going to tell you today, but they get more specific. Medicare has what's called a Medicare Trust Fund. What that is like if you had a checking, a savings account in the bank. Medicare has a savings account, and but Medicare has income every year, and every year since 2008, the income to the Medicare program has been about $35 billion less than how much Medicare has paid out. So every year since 2008 and ongoing, we're paying out more than we're taking in. So what's that doing? That's depleting our savings account, our trust fund. And by 2024, which is not too far off, 13 years, the Medicare Trust Fund will be at zero if we stay on the current trajectory that we're on. Which means that the Medicare program will only be able to cover the bills for whatever the money it takes in. And we're falling about $35 billion a year short today. So at that time, if nothing is done now or before then for Medicare, Medicare recipients who's ever on Medicare at the time in 2024 are going to end up with big cuts to Medicare, which is something that we can't have happen. So everybody recognizes, and including recently the President, that we have to address the long-term solvency of the Medicare program. I said before you came in that on both sides of the political aisle, no one's talking about changing Medicare for current seniors or anyone 55 and older. Basically, so if you're so if you're on Medicare, no matter what you see on TV, nobody's going to change your Medicare. Nobody's going to take away your Medicare. Nobody's to even talk about it. So that we need to get past that first. Because it wouldn't be fair to people to depend on it. But that said, the data shows that if we don't act, and like I said, even the President and his party are beginning to recognize, for seniors in the future, the Medicare program is not going to be there for me or for you, or only actually for current seniors in 2024 are going to have to take the cuts, which are unacceptable to the program. So the question is, what do we do about it? And I'll hear what your perspective is today, and then I'll tell you what mine is. But the one thing I do know is whoever the political people are that propose doing nothing about Medicare, what they're proposing is for Medicare to be, trust fund to be at zero in 2024, and cuts to be made for current seniors in 2024. So if they're on the record saying don't change anything, that's what's going to happen in 2024. That's not my opinion. You should look that up. That's factual information from the Medicare actuaries a few months ago. Nibbling around the edges of Medicare is probably not going to fix it. Let me tell you why. Because in 2030, approximately 70 to 75 million Americans will be on Medicare in 2030. Today, it's about 35 to 40 million Americans. So you're looking at probably about double the number of people on Medicare in 2030 as there are today. Double. And so keeping the current system or nibbling around the edges is not going to keep Medicare in place for all those seniors in 2030. And so there's a couple options. Well, what can you do? Well, one option some people have proposed, just raise the Medicare taxes, raise co-pays, raise deductibles on everybody to try to help Medicare. That's not my proposal. I'm just telling you I'm against that. I'm just telling you what the options are people are throwing out. Okay? And the options aren't good. People that are working and paying into the Medicare system already pay a significant tax. And current seniors, you'll probably tell me how much you already have to pay for your Medicare. Jacking up those prices is not going to be something that's going to be acceptable.